Welcome back to Mayo Clinic Radio. I'm Dr. Tom Shives.
And I'm Tracy McCray.
When it comes to working out at the gym, have you noticed women seem to gravitate toward the cardio exercises? Walking, running, maybe some time on the elliptical machine?
Yoga, also lots of yoga.
Well, that's all good. But a cardio-only workout routine is missing a key element that's especially important for women as they age, and that is strength training. Strength training.
The benefits of strength training for women include preserving muscle mass that we lose as we age and strengthening bones to help prevent osteoporosis. So why aren't more women hitting the weight room? Here to discuss is Mayo Clinic well-being specialist Terri Wheeldon. Welcome to the program, Terri. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Terri, I am particularly glad to meet you because I had wondered why Tracy has been showing up in sleeveless blouses. And then I look at she is buff, and then she tells me that she's been working with you.
Yep.
She's one of your better students?
One of my challenging, fun students.
Well, we can get to that later because it is important, I think, for people to know, for women to know that no matter what level you start at, and I won't make her say it, but I was the weakest member of the class.
Not anymore.
That's true. But no matter where you come to the gym, it's important for women to come to the gym. Explain why.
Women are prone to osteoporosis. We all lose muscle as we age, men or women. So for females, I think it's just very important as we get older to be able to just extend the time that we're able to function on our own and not need help from our male counterparts.
So at least one of the advantages is it helps maintain bone strength.
This program was a 12-week program. And in the beginning, we just met in a classroom. It seemed to me so that you could convince us, all of the members of the group, that we should not be intimidated when we show up in the weight room. Was I imagining that, or is that true?
No, that's very true. Women often refer to the freeway area as the man room. Mm-hmm. So one of the important parts of the program is that I encourage that we only work with free weights with a few other machines, or equipment. But it's very important that women get comfortable with free weights. It's just helps us mimic more the way we move, and also helps women understand that it's not just for men.
So women can strength train just like men can.
And should.
Yeah, so tell us about age-related sarcopenia. In other words, we all lose muscle mass as we get older, right? Men and women.
Yes.
So even just to maintain what you had when you were in your 30s, you got to do strength training, right?
Yes, and even as you get older, that's going to be difficult because we do start to lose a certain percentage of our lean mass as we age, and strength training will help slow down the process, even though what you were at 25 is not what you're going to be at 45, but you can be further along than someone who's 45 and has never strength trained.
I don't think that any of the women that were in the class with us, there was 8 of us, were too worried about bulking up too much. But some of the mothers of people said, well, how much are you going to lift? You don't want to bulk up. Are there still women that are afraid of that, or has that myth been dispelled?
I'd say 50-50. I mean, that's one of the first questions one of the first things I'm told when I'm designing a program for a female. I don't want to get big. To get big, you have to eat calories, a lot of calories. Men have to eat more calories when they want to put on size. But women don't have as much testosterone in their system as men do, so typically we're not going to get big.
Buff.
Not like you anyways.
Yeah, right.
You're an exception to the norm.
No, at the beginning of the 12 weeks, we did like a bone scan, and we did all of this pre-workout evaluation. What can I expect to find out when I do my post-workout evaluation later this week?
So, sorry, let me just, you did a bone density scan.
Yeah,
so you had to find out.
DEXA.
DEXA. So then you would know whether or not you were osteopenic or osteoporotic. And then are you going to do one later to find out if it helped?
Yeah, and what normally happens?
Well, first off, I have to correct her. We don't do a bone minerals. We do a DEXA, but we don't use the bone mineral density as what we're looking at. We're looking at body composition. So we're looking at fat mass, lean mass, as related to your total mass. So we don't diagnose anyone with sarcopenia, osteoporosis. That's not our role. We're just talking about body composition.
So you a percent fat or
Correct.
okay.
But my program focuses on lean mass. We don't even worry about percent body fat. So we're just looking to see, are we helping women in the program not lose muscle and hopefully gain muscle?
Oh, okay. And do we have any results yet, Tracy?
Well, we don't for me because mine isn't until later, but our producer Jen had hers done earlier today, and boy, did she. It was very
Really?
impressive. Yeah. And that's not unusual, is it? That's what I can look forward to, hopefully, as well.
Yes, I would tell you 95, 96% of the people who go through my program have maintained or gained muscle.
After a period of,
12 weeks.
12 weeks. All right. And yours 12 weeks are not quite up. But I'd say you're going to do well. Yeah.
I'm intimidated sitting here. I'm sweating.
Now, listen, this is to intimidate you. This program is heard on over 200 stations around the country. And so people that can't come and work out with you, Terri, what should they do when they go to the gym that is nearest to them? Do they just
Google me?
Google? Fuck you.
You got a program? You got an app?
I'm starting right here. You didn't get the memo?
Oh, we'll work on that. But they should definitely not be afraid of doing strength training.
No, and if somebody was just starting, the first thing I would encourage them to do is do some form of body composition test just to find out their lean mass so that you have an idea, okay, here's where I am, and then my best advice would be to meet with an educated and experienced trainer to go through a extensive program that they would follow, and then go back and have another test done later to see, am I making changes that I wanted to?
So not every program, the program that you outlined is not the same for every woman.
Well, it depends on goals. Like I could meet with you two and you have the same goals, and I could potentially write up the same workout.
Okay.
Because a workout I write up for a guy can also be the workout I write up for a woman. It's just...
so if I said,
determine it.
I want to look like her, you'd say, well, here's the program.
Well, go get your hair curled. And
No, I wanted to do it because I wanted to have stronger bones, because I've heard the message that as you go through menopause, your bones start to get weaker. So how does lifting strengthen my bones?
because your muscles are protecting your bones, and as a muscle contracts, it puts force on the bone, which helps the bone it helps the healthy bone remodel to get stronger. So.
All right, so your bones get stronger, you look better, you got more muscle mass, so you burn more calories.
More energy.
More
when I'm
energy?
running, I have tons more energy now than I used to. I'm not dreaming that, am I?
No.
Good.
No, sleep better. But one of the, outside of the physical benefits, the mental benefits are what I love to see in the program, because I have people who are not very confident. I had one woman want to quit after week 1 and didn't. And it's just really, really rewarding to see them gain their confidence. And all of a sudden they're just lifting all this weight and like, wow, I never thought I could do that. So the self-confidence that they've gained has been my biggest reward.
Multiple benefits. Yeah.
Exactly.
We've been talking about the benefits of strength training for women with Mayo Clinic well-being specialist Terri Wheeldon. Terri, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
And that's our program for this week.